This is Indigo. Welcome to the Library of Forbidden Knowledge. Try not to mess up any of the books. We're not here for books, we're here for the treasure. The treasure? Doesn't ring a bell. We're ready and willing to ring your bells if that's what it takes to jog your memory. Or bash your scudding if that doesn't do it. Or bash... What? Really? I already said that, Brock. Stop it. Yeah, but we should repeat ourselves so he knows that we're serious. We're not going to hurt this poor man. Both of you, stop it. I think you both have a lot to learn about how to behave in the library, especially a forbidden one. Why is it called that? Presumably, someone doesn't want us to know about it. Who then? That's a surprisingly insightful question, Brock. I haven't the slightest clue. Now, if you're interested in a good book, you're more than welcome here. We'll certainly take you up on your offer. What do you recommend? I've got just the right book for you, but before you dive into it, there's someone here who's just been dying to meet you. Who? Who's that? Is that Rourke? Looks a little bit different, but yeah, that's him, okay. Oh, he's changed. Boss, you're alive, but he said... Please, Mila, all of you, rest easy. I am not Rourke. What? Darius, my friend, please, hear him out. My name is Laserby. I died many years ago. I remained a spirit, kept alive only by the magic of the coins. When Rourke attempted to desecrate my home and destroy me, I took him as my host. Your host? In other words, I took possession of his body and then took possession of his ship. How fortunate that he was also hunting the coins. Darius, between the two of us, I believe we've managed to find them all. You know what that means, don't you? Okay, why don't you tell me what you think it means? Still skeptical. Le Prince said you would be. He spoke so highly about your ability to command. It's a pity we never had the chance to serve together. Did he also tell you I don't respond well to flattery? Oh please, Darius, spare me. Fine, let's just say I believe you. What do you want? I want us all to finish this mission together. One coin remakes an individual. All of them remake the world. Isn't that right? Okay, so what do you want to use the coins for? What kind of world do you want to make? I want to eliminate death. What? How? Why? Death is our greatest enemy. It's already taken one of your friends, isn't that right? Two actually, but only Liko seems to count. It will certainly take us all, as it took everyone that I ever loved. So what? Everybody dies. That's just it, Darius. We all accept that, don't we? Well, what if nobody ever had to die? People will still get old and sickly. Are you going to remake the world to cure all frailties and mortality? And then what about overpopulation? Surely the world cannot hold and feed an infinity. Don't worry about any of those mechanistic concerns. Darius, I've got it all worked out. The fact that you're trying to sound confident makes me suspicious that there's some big problem you're hiding. As I explained earlier, I was able to use the coins and prevent my own death. I instead became a spirit. And then I was able to take the body of Rourke, so that I may stand before you today. It's an extraordinary journey, isn't it? But what if it wasn't quite so special? What if everybody could do what I did? Boss, you're not making any sense. Allow me to explain, my friend. In my new world, whenever anybody dies, they'll become a ghost, and they'll just float around and find a new host. A new host? From where? A baby or a young child would be an easy choice, given how much life they've had ahead of them. All the ghost's memories will be intact, and their life will carry on. Death will be vanquished. What about the baby? What are we gonna do? Intriguing? It sounds bad, actually. Bad. Wait, what about the life of the baby? If they're possessed, doesn't that mean they don't get to live their own life? As a baby, they won't really understand what it's like to have a will, so they'll never really miss not having one. So they never get to be any new people, just the same old souls, stealing body after body for all time. Are you really going to prioritise the needs of crying little babies over the needs of the grown people you've learned to love? If I ever have children, I'll know I'll love them, and I want them to have their own life. I don't want them just to be spare bodies for whoever happens to die near them. I've got to agree, Luprand. I'm surprised at you for going along with this. Are you so afraid of death that you really think that this is the answer? Well, you see, Darius, if you think about it from another perspective, I'll save your breath. These short-sighted fools aren't going for it. You people never let me do things the easy way, do you? You're right there. My whole life has been about doing things the hard way. Regretfully, that means I'm going to have to take my crew and my coins away from you. Take everything. You don't even know where you are, do you? Librarian, trap these meddlesome idiots inside one of the books. Even if I helped you, would you just kill me anyway? You're right. What? Okay. Just killed that guy. You're not so different from Rocky after all, are you? Based on the location of the wound, I estimate you have about 20 minutes to live. You have two options. 1, you could lay down and die, or 2, you could do as I ask, trap them inside a book. I'll help myself to the coins on their ship, and then I have them all. And then, as I so patiently explained, I'll eliminate death. I won't have to die. Of course not. You'll turn into a ghost, and you'll get to possess someone else's body, just as I have. Okay, whose? Take one of their bodies, if any of them survive the trials of the book. Mila, she looks delicious, doesn't she? I wouldn't mind living in her. Well, of course, it's your decision. Okay, you've got yourself a deal. Indigo, wait a sec. Indigo's been put in a rough spot. We've been put inside this book. Hello? Where are we? Are we dead and in hell? I've always believed in reincarnation, but yeah, seriously, where are we? That would explain the lake of lava down there. Clearly, we're inside a book of some kind. I believe Laserby called it a trial. He also said that we might not survive it, so the fact that it isn't real doesn't make it any less deadly. I think that's fairly obvious, you twit. Okay, what was that? Is it just me? Are we getting closer to the lava? There's got to be some way out of this. Is there a rope swing or something to climb onto? Tam, you've got your wings. Can you fly us to safety? With these wings, I can't even get myself into the air, let alone carry a friend. Oh, I had no idea you were so heavy. Really? You had no idea? You really are as stupid as everybody says, aren't you? It's all falling apart. This isn't good. It's definitely getting closer. Thanks, Captain Obvious. We've got to think of something quickly. The rate of our descent appears to be accelerating. I'm not ready to die. There's so much I haven't done with my life. I don't want to die before completing our mission. We might have finished our mission if we killed Rocky when we had the chance. Darius, what were you thinking? You want to second guess the captain? As far as I'm concerned, the only mistake he ever made was bringing you on board. Well, everyone's just at each other. No one's trying to... Oh my god, it's not good. Given these dire circumstances, I certainly don't appreciate this level of inconsiderate acrimony. Stop it. By the looks of things, we're all going to be dead in less than a minute. If we're going to die together, let's at least do it with some peace and dignity. How could we do that? Well, we could all let our last few seconds be a moment of silence, at least. Nothing's happening. We're not getting any closer. Okay, I've got a hunch. Being quite helped, the book wants to teach us. I don't know. What does the book want to teach us? What if the book isn't trying to kill us? Maybe it's just trying to teach us a lesson of some kind. What lesson would that be, Mila? The pillars seem to be moving at random. So it's possible that the apparent connection was merely coincidental. Or maybe, just maybe, there was no connection at all. That's what coincidence means, you idiot. Wait, I've got it. We sank a little when you insulted Brock. And so what? Well, it sank when you insulted him before too. I think I see where she's going with this. If we want to not die, all we have to do is never insult me ever, no matter what. Brock, that's not what I'm saying. No, Mila, don't worry. I'm willing to bear that burden for the sake of the crew. Brock, you, Morgana, wait. Don't insult him, please. You weren't serious about that, were you? Mila may be onto something. When we were sinking before, we were being pretty ill-tempered, and given how close we are to the lava, we can't afford to test her, hypothesis any further. Fine. Just concentrate on other things, Morgana. Pretend he isn't here. Okay, I wish this pretending never had to end. Got it? Nobody insult Brock. Yes. Or anybody else for that matter. Aww. It seems like it's working. We're not sinking anymore. But we're not getting any closer to safety, are we? Are we just stuck here? Maybe compliments would work, like the opposite flow of energy. We're not sinking anymore, but how are we going to get out of here? Maybe Mila's got to come up with another clever little theory. We're going up. How did that happen? How should I know? I just said Mila might have another idea and, let's test that hypothesis, as Captain would put it. Mila, what should we do? Any ideas? I don't know. Maybe we said it wrong. Tam, what did you say exactly? I don't know. Something like I asked Mila to come up with another one of her bright ideas. Wait, that's it. You complimented my idea. Maybe if insulting causes the platform to sink. Tam, I really appreciate your kind compliment. Yeah, that's it. What the hell's happening? It's so simple. All we have to do to get out of here is be nice to each other. You gotta be kidding me. What kind of sappy moron wrote this book? I'm sorry. Everyone, let's follow Mila's lead. Darius, you've really got some nice boots. Yeah, it's working, Brock. What's working? I was just wondering, can I borrow some boots sometime? I don't think we're the same size. Morgana, I admire your zealous commitment to duty. Thanks, Captain. The same goes for you. Nothing's happening. Maybe that doesn't count as a compliment. What do you want me to say? Oh, Captain, you're the best and bravest man I've ever met. Maybe it has to be something you really mean. But I really did mean that. Maybe we have to compliment someone that hasn't received one yet. Let's see. Tam praised me and I praised her back. Brock gave Darius a compliment and Darius praised Morgana, who praised him back. Who are we forgetting? It's you, Brock. How could I possibly forget to sing your praises? When you put it that way, yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that myself. Let me see. I really like your bracelets. Thanks. Wrong kind of compliment, though. Funny, when you praise the captain's boots, that worked just fine. There's got to be some kind of mathematical pattern we're ignoring. Since when does being nice require algebra? Darius, I think you're onto something. There must be something in common about everything we said. I think the platform only went up once for each of us, right? So, if each one of us has something nice to say about someone who hasn't been complimented yet, that would mean Morgana has to praise Brock. In other words, we're stuck down here forever. Fine, Brock, you sure are one smart fellow. Thanks. Sarcasm doesn't count, Morgana. You have to say something nice that you actually mean. What? Impossible. Surely there's something you can think of. I really can't. You can't compliment me to save your life. How? Brock, stop it. We can't do insults, remember? Is it still an insult if it's technically true? Morgana, you're going to have to try a little bit harder. Or do you want him to be right about you? Fine. Brock, Yeah, go on. What do you like about me, Morgie? Brock, don't antagonize her. This is clearly very difficult for her. It is not. I know you can do it. Brock, I like the fact that you're here with the crew. What? I thought we hated the fact that I'm here. Of course I do, but as much as I hate it, I'd rather you be here than out there with Rocky. I'm sure everyone's better off if he has as few henchmen as possible. Talk about being down with faint praise. Hey, it might be faint, but it's the best I can do. I felt how good it did though, the pillar still didn't move. Well, maybe we're not moving, but thanks for trying. We're going up. Made it mutual, oh man. I hope I get there first. I can't wait to wipe the grin off that ghost guy's face. Okay, now we've got to try and stay calm. Don't do anything rash once we get back into... Alright, back out of the book. Okay, teleported out. Yo, how's it going? How did you escape? No matter. I'll just get the librarian to put you into another book. I'll pass on that. I've never been much of a book person. Now guns, on the other hand. I just love those. Oh, kablooey. Brock, you shot him. Yeah, and I did a great job, didn't I? Maybe not, he's getting up. Oh my, what is this? You pitiful fools. You think you can stop me? I'm immortal. Really now? Let's test that hypothesis. Grab. Don't do that. That's really messed him up. He snatched his coin off him, I think. That leaves just one enemy left to deal with. Leprend, come out wherever you are. Please don't hurt me. Why shouldn't we? Leprend, look how far you've sunk, crying and begging for your life. You were once my closest friend. You could have served at my side, joined me in triumph. Why? Darius, forgive me. I wanted to be powerful, respected, wealthy. I thought if I served Laserby loyally, then... You were willing to have us all die so you could have money and glory? Before we shot him, the librarian said to place all the coins in this orb. I'll give you all the coins we managed to get. Just please, leave me be. Get out of my sight. That's it, send him packing. I don't know what disgusts me more, his treacherous lies or the petty motivations behind them. Well, I think the worst part is... greed. Lying. Lying. Anyone can want wealth, but it takes a special kind of evil to betray a friend over it. As soon as Rocky showed up, I half expected you to stab us in the back, Brock. Aside from Darius, nobody here trusts you, Morgana. Enough. We all just went through a terrible ordeal, which we only survived by proving our trust and loyalty toward one another. That can't last more than a moment or two. You know what the problem is, Captain? Clearly, no, Mila. Why don't you enlighten us? We were forced to be kind to each other because otherwise we were going to die. Tam was forced to be honest because of the coins. Left to their own devices, people feel free to lie, to trick, to deceive one another. That's why trust is so hard to build. People lie. You're right, Mila. Distrust appears to be endemic. Look at Leprend. Once my closest friend, he didn't trust me enough to tell me the truth about Laserby when I visited him. If he'd merely spoke the truth, both Laserby and Indigo would still be alive. Oh, I guess Indigo kind of like he bled out or something. I guess he just tired. The world is choking on liars. Then there's only one solution, isn't there? End it all. End lying by creating a world where we can all trust each other. Are you serious? Is that even possible? I'm not sure that's such a good idea, Mila. Do you really want to know what's going on in everyone's head all the time? Trust is the first step toward respect. Tam, we all have to respect each other to get along, don't we? I heartily agree. Mila, the world is waiting. Are we going to use the coins? Been a long time coming. Okay. With the end of lying came the end of cheating, stealing, scheming and betrayal. The world was forced to cooperate, forced to accept each other for who they were, but the world was also forced to reckon with that which was best left unsaid, such as hurtful thoughts in the heat of the moment, or inappropriate thoughts in inopportune times. Privacy of thought ceased to exist, and everyone was equally embarrassed about it. No one has a filter, no one has tact. Everyone's very direct and to the point. Okay, that's an interesting kind of world they made. And that's it, we made it to the end. That was a pirate's fate. And we took a route where, yeah, Liko got killed. Morgana and Darius made it the whole way through. The transformation stuff is a little bit weird, and some of it's quite unexpected and a bit out there. But sure, why not, just roll with it. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. And this is Ushio signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.